Across the sacred landscapes of South India, there stand temples where stone itself sings. When a fingertip gently touches these ancient pillars, a note arises, sweet, clear, and divine. These are the musical pillar temples of India, places where devotion, art, and science merge into one timeless resonance. In Sanskrit, they are called Saptaswara stambas, the pillars of 7 notes. Each pillar, carved from a single block of granite, produces tones that correspond to the 7 musical swaras: Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. Even today, geologists and sound engineers marvel, how could stone, something inert, respond like a living instrument? Let's visit some of these divine wonders. At Hampi in Karnataka, the Vijaya Vittala temple stands as a living symphony in stone. Built during the Vijayanagar Empire, its Ranga Mantapa has 56 musical pillars, each rising 4 meters high. Gently tap them and you'll hear tones like veena, mridangam, tabla, and bells, pure and resonant. In Tamil Nadu's Tirunelveli, at the Nellayapur Gandhimathi Amman temple, the Mani Mandapam houses 48 sub-pillars carved from a single stone. Together they produce all 7 notes of the classical scale. The pillars once guided temple dancers in rhythm and melody, as if the temple itself played the mridangam of the gods. In Madurai's Meenakshi temple, the famed 1000-pillar hall hides within it a cluster that sings. When tapped, the sound carries across the entire mandapa, soft, metallic, and sacred, as lamps once flickered to the beat of the god's own music. And at Darasaram's Avatiswara temple, the very stairs sing. 7 sculpted steps, each note rising in sequence. A raga in stone, built during the Chola era, nearly 900 years ago. At Lepakshi Veerbhadra temple, near Anantapur, several pillars are famed for their acoustic qualities. The most mysterious is the hanging pillar, which barely touches the floor and yet resonates when struck. This temple demonstrates how Vijayanagar architects balanced geometry and acoustic resonance within sacred design. Dedicated to the Trinity, Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, the Suchindram temple houses pillars that ring like metal bells. Locals say the architects tuned the stones so that each pillar supported musical processions and religious performances. Vardharaja Perumal Temple, Kanchipuram. The 100-pillared hall at this Vishnu temple features carvings that emit metallic tones resembling copper, silver, or gold when touched. The hall's design doubles as a sculptural gallery and acoustic chamber, reflecting the Vishwakarma Shilpi's dual mastery over art and sound physics. According to the Silpa Astras, ancient sculptors chose stones by sound. Masculine stones rang like bells, feminine stones gave deep timbres, and neuter stones were silent. Their understanding of acoustics, frequency, and vibration was centuries ahead of modern science. But beyond the science, there's something deeply spiritual. In these temples, sound is sacred. The ancients believed in Nada Brahma. The universe is sound. To them, every vibration was a form of Shakti, the divine mother's pulse in matter itself. So next time you stand in a South Indian temple hall, surrounded by massive granite columns, run your hand gently along the stone's surface and remember, these walls once sang. In that space of silence and sound lies the secret of India's timeless genius, where architecture, devotion, and vibration become one. Nada Brahma, the world itself is sound.